Okay. I came back. It took me a while to figure out how to go live on the iPad again, but I did it. So let me see what happens when I try to minimize the screen. It's not going to let me. That's okay. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go grab my phone. I had to find a place where it would let me go live. Hi. I didn't, it's hard to explain. Hi, Black Eagle. I gotta grab my coffee. I'll be right there. So, just saying, I know I epitomize all of your pet peeves, Black Eagle. Why don't why don't I have my coffee here already? Why don't I have it? What's the matter? What's the matter for me? The exercise of actually getting the iPad to go live is bigger than bigger than life. But you know what I did do? I ate a bunch of crackers and peanut butter before before I went live. I don't know if anybody's coming back that was here earlier, but I'm trying to. Sorry. Put up all messages. Okay. So this is what I did the other day. I showed my phone. Oh yeah, and I have one more device, my little flip phone. Let me go get that. I'll be right back. so many songs that come to mind. Sorry about that, Jedi Miller. I had to quickly go. I had to answer a call, and then it was a big thing. So I had to just X out, and because I didn't want you guys to have to just like wait. And then I thought, well, that way I can also change devices. So put the live stream on my iPad and use my phone for the chat. But I also wanted to look up. I don't know where I put it. Let me look and see if I saved it somewhere. Because I know I'm not a singer, but let me just sing you something, sing you a song, okay? Let's look up my bookmarks first and see if I did it. Well, I didn't put it on here. I have a lot of recipes on bookmarked on my flip phone. So let me go to search. Oh yeah, Pish Posh. That's so funny that that's such a thing now that everybody's offended by Pish Posh. It's so hilarious to me. I guess people would be offended by me saying how my grandfather's a Viking. I'm not going to give you his name, but he's a direct descendant of Eric the Red, Leif Erikson. Eric the Red was Leif Erikson's father, I believe. Anyway, Leif Erikson went to Iceland, discovered Iceland, and then he went to England, and he went to Scotland, I think, no, first Scotland, and then probably to Ireland. I think he avoided England for some reason. Oh, yes, of course, British, pish posh. So I think some people might be offended when I tell them that my grandfather immigrated to Canada. I don't know what his reason was. Nobody asked questions like that back in the day. Why? Why would you move to Canada? When Iceland is such a great place to be from. So anyway, on his way to Canada, and he ended up in Vancouver, which is like way on the other side. I mean, I don't know how he got to Vancouver from freaking England, but he went to England first and he grabbed himself a little wifey and then he went to Canada. But did he land on the coast? The first coast that came up, or did he go through the Caribbean and the Panama Canal and all that? I mean, how did he get to Vancouver nobody knows. At least I don't know. Maybe one day I'll find out. Yeah, all really cool people who didn't annihilate Ireland. The Irish just decided, hey, these guys are cool. I'm going to join up and I'm going to just say I'm a Viking. And that's what actually happened in Ireland. So they were given a bad name because of that. They said they committed genocide, but actually they didn't. Everyone just like quit being Irish and decided to be Vikings because they had that, hair coloring and eye coloring in common, right? So anyway, some people might have been offended. that I said that he stopped in Canada or stopped in England to grab a wife, but that's exactly what happened. They didn't really conquer. They went to Greenland and named it Vicland. And then they went to North America and discovered North America because they needed the lumber. They didn't want to stay there. They wanted just to like build on Vicland, which they did, but they couldn't convince people to move there. So they named it Greenland so people would think it was like this great green space. And nobody wanted to move to somewhere where the trees can't grow, can't build a house. So anyway, that's what actually happened. People have all this. I could have it wrong. I don't know. Okay, so there was this song written by the Bee Gees called I Started a Joke, written in 1968. And it goes like this. I started a joke that started the whole world crying, but I didn't see that the joke was on me. Oh no. I started to cry, which started the whole world laughing. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me. I looked at the skies, turning my head, hands over my eyes, and I fell out of bed, hurting my head from the things that I said, till I finally died, which started the whole world living. If I'd only seen that the joke was on me. So, this is kind of like how I view YouTube. You know, you can start something, and it doesn't matter what you do. It's it's like a a a a lorry, what they call them lorries in England. The pish posh say lorry. It's like a lorry with no brakes. It's going down the hill, and nothing will stop it until it either runs out of gas, falls off the cliff, or, hits the flatlands and slows down. You know what I mean. So Fred was saying I all I do is one up people, and I was laughing. I laughed so hard when she said that because she's so funny. And so I said to myself, well, I'm going to have to pay attention to that and start one upping people like I do so well. So I was listening to Dolly on a live stream, and she was saying that she dated a guy who looked like, what was it, George Michael, or what was that guy's name? I'm a pro at it. I can't even remember the name of the guy. George Michael. He was like a singer from England that was very popular. He's good looking. And she said she dated him. Oh no, she didn't date him. She dated a guy that looked like him. Oh no, it wasn't Dolly. It was somebody else. It was the other girl. Another girl in that group. So I'm not going to say the name now because now I realize who it was. Sorry, Dolly, didn't mean it. So I was gonna I one up Dolly, but I'm gonna one up that other girl. I'm gonna say that my boyfriend got hit on by George Michael. How about that? That's a one-upmanship, even though I wasn't even there, and it happened on a highway in Texas on the number 10. It's not a highway; it's an interstate, Interstate 10. I know my boyfriend got hit on by George Michael. Pretty hot, huh? I had a hot boyfriend. I only dated him for 10 years, so it doesn't count, right? Well, I mean, we lived together in Canada. Okay. I figured out how to get the chat on the screen, at least on my screen, so I can see it. Oh, you had the same story, only same type of story, only that Art Garfunkel hit on a guy on a Greyhound. It's good. You want to hear something funny about? Okay, here I one up that story. Easy peasy. This is so easy for me. So this guy that I dated in Ontario, in Ottawa, I mean, I was really in love with this guy. I was like 19, he was 21, 22, 22. He was doing his master's in at university, and I was working for the government, and I was just totally in love with him. Except that I mean, eventually I figured out that he was crazy, so I couldn't like marry him, even much as I wanted to. I literally had. That's when I moved back to Vancouver. Was when I broke up with him because I knew that if I didn't leave and go really far away, that I wouldn't be able to say no to him because I was so in love with him. But his brother, seriously, his brother. They're not Jewish, but his brother played the guitar and sang and was like, Dory, hey, if you and my brother ever break up, we should get married. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. But he looked just like Art Garfunkel, if you can believe it, which I thought he was cute. But he got thrown out of a cult in California. It was so funny. The story was hilarious. Only Steve could do that, get thrown out of a cult. Because cults usually want to keep people, right? Yeah, could have been the one. I could have married someone that looked like Garfunkel, and all of our kids would have been had blonde hair. How about that? Because he had that blonde curly afro, just like Art. He was very current with the times, you know. Wasn't going to marry him when I was in love with his brother. Are you kidding me? Something wrong with that. So no, literally, I moved to Vancouver, and I wrote to him. It was like a big mistake. I wrote to him, and then he started writing me back. And then my parents were living in LA, and he took the Greyhound bus to Los Angeles, and he looked up my parents, called my dad at the consulate. They invited him for dinner with my other friend who's Mike. Mike was with them. He went with Mike, I guess because he was worried about rejection, and he should have been, of course. And yeah, my parents invited Mike and Jim up to the house, up to the Glendale Hills, and had dinner with him. they, they gave him my address and phone number and dropped them off at the Greyhound bus station. And then they called me and said, your boyfriend's coming. He'll be there tomorrow morning around 6. Expect a phone call. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, that happened. This is no, don't take any notes. I'm like, I'm the some people want to coin themselves as the middle of YouTube, but I'm the NOYT, the no hopers of YouTube. I know, and they were all just close calls. It was just really nothing. They were like literally nothing. Not even a relationship. Just like all these things that would happen to me, and I'm like, all the rejection that I had to go through because I didn't want to be one of those women that couldn't say no to everybody, because I did. I said no to everybody. Literally everybody so far. Except for that one guy. I couldn't say no to him. But then I finally was able to after a couple of years of separation and the stalkerish behavior. I don't know, I had all these stalkerish behavior kind of guys. I still even look him up. I look him up. He's had 2 kids. He's married to somebody. His parents have died. I'm like, oh my God, I'm stupid. Why am I still looking up this guy? The no hopers of YouTube. We all gather here whenever we can, whenever we have a chance. We just gather here and hope that we make it through another day. Oh, your motto is a kiss is a contract. That's good. It's a good motto. I remember when I had my first divorce and I was dating. I used to ask them for their driver's license if they tried to ask me. Can I see your driver's license? Like, what? Yeah, and they're like, yeah, I would like literally ask them for their ID. Terrible. I'm a bad person. And the girls that I worked with that were young, like, because I started work again, started back to work when I think when I turned, I think it's 40, 41 or 42. All the young girls that I work with, they would start to tell me some story about some guy they were dating, and I go, "Do you know his last name?" And they go, "What?" I go, "You didn't even ask him, and you've already been, down that road with him." I'm like, "Seriously, you gotta start asking for last names, social security numbers, all of that." Yeah, I know, isn't that weird? And then I had friends. I wasn't one of the ones that got a lot of gifts, but I had friends that would get like diamond rings and roses and stuff from all different kind of guys. And I was like, wow. Then they would throw them in the trash. Like, no, don't throw those in the trash. If you get some roses, just give them to me. I love flowers. Nobody ever gave me flowers except my kids. People that I was like already related to. Yeah, and that's why I'm not officially divorced too. And my husband says the same thing. He says I'm not getting a divorce either because he doesn't want to get. He's like the marrying type. Doesn't want to get married again. Yeah, exactly. It's not easy. People don't understand. Like, even if you had a marriage where things are not perfect, like nobody expects anything to be perfect. But even if you have that kind of marriage, it's not easy to give up on it, even if things aren't that great. Sometimes, just I don't know what it is about marriage, but the commitment makes credit applications daunting. She's trying to get credit. Can somebody loan Black Eagle some money? She's trying to get some credit history happening. You want to know how to get a good credit rating? Is you just get credit cards like the kind that you would get if you were in high school from like all these different stores, all the department stores, jewelry shops, anywhere where they're offering like credit cards. Get all of them. And that actually, the more credit cards you have, the more credit history you have. That's what they're looking for. Oh, you have good credit? Yeah, so do I. I don't know why, but I don't save anything. In this day and age, if they can't figure it out, I don't want it. Sorry. Gonna go. So, do you think I should do a panel, Black Eagle? I don't know if I'm ready to do a panel right now. Still kind of like I'm I'm watching people make mistakes on their channels, like you did over on Carrie's the other day, where she so politely asked you not to say that word on her channel because it could affect her channel. I don't even have a passport right now. Anyway, she I mean, I don't and then you said, "Oh, I didn't know." Like, I told you, like, 20 times the last time I was live, "No, you're not allowed to use the N-word." And I was joking when I said y any kinda N-word, but obviously, you know what N-word I meant, and that's the reason. I'm not doing it because my ears will bleed. They won't. I'm not even black. You don't freaking know. Okay, but do you know now? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Do you know now? Or are you gonna forget the next time you go on a panel? Because I'm kind of feeling like, oh no, what if she does it on my panel? You were close to doing it a few times on my panel. Uh, Many people don't care about their channels, like your all your friends that you hang out with on their panels. They don't care about their channels. They don't care if they lose their channel, and they delete all their lives. You should go up. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make, are you going to remember not to say the N word anywhere? You're a risk. You are. You are. You're at risk of getting married. You're at risk of saying the N word. You're at risk of allowing someone to say the N word to you and not reacting correspondingly. I mean, yeah, there's so many risks, but doesn't mean people don't like you. Stop. You must be teachable. Are you teachable? Risky Biz. Speaking of Nanya Biz, I saw her in a chat recently. It surprised me to see her over there. But I lurk in a lot of places, so yeah, she was over there chatting. I'm not gonna say where. See, if I want it, I was talking about earlier today, I was talking about Marissa talking to Jay for Justice. Does anyone remember Jay for Justice? All these scallywags still talking to each other because they're so tied into the subs. They all share subs, and a lot of their subs give super chats. So my advice to people that would like to get some more super chats, that are maybe not getting enough super chats, to go over to Molly Go Lightly's now. She's getting around 300 in her chat now, 300 or more. Jay for Justice is not doing as well as Molly. She just doesn't have the personality. Molly's got this like cray cray, like the who knows what's going to happen attitude, right? You love Jay for Justice? Well, yeah, except for she's done some creepy stuff. And some creepy stuff was done to her. I won't deny it. I'm just saying that's why I stay away from these true crime channels. But if you want to get subs that pay, that's where you need to go to get like a regular paycheck. Yeah, go over there and hang out on their panels if you can get up on. I mean, I've seen Carla on Molly's channel. That cracked me up. She's letting Carla up on her channel. Nobody follows her. No, today there was 300 people in her chat. And I'll tell you why. Jay was on her channel, on her panel today, and there was 300 people in her chat. And the reason why is because they're talking about Jonathan Lee Riches, who, if do you remember JLR? What do you mean I'm misinformed? I was watching today. She's probably still alive right now. What do you miss? What do you? How am I misinformed when I was there? Maybe she does. Like, you crack me up, Black Eagle. You're the one that's so misinformed. You're like, I don't know what happened. I didn't know I was not supposed to do that. And then you say, oh no, you're misinformed. I'm totally not. Okay, stop. Anyway, it's funny. Okay, exactly. You're misinformed. It's fine. We don't care over here because we're not trying to make money or anything. Nobody cares, right? So I'm fine with it. I can't even see what I can't. Google blocked your comment, but I can't even understand what it means. You need dollars. Do you want me to start dropping your PayPal in my chat? You probably won't make much money over here because I'm not good at making money. I'm not like that. But I used to drop Fred's. Yeah, I understand. Now you're sounding like perplexed QT. But um, you don't have a PayPal. How are you going to get your money then? But I used to drop Fred's PayPal in my chat, and now she's gone against me and said I'm being extra vile. Or yeah, stay out of Discord. Yes, Hannah, subs that'll play. You got to go to the true crime community. They're all over there, paying people to like say stuff that's like inflammatory against innocent parties. You know, that's what they want. But Hannah, Black Eagle needs some money. You got any? I don't know how else to do this. She has a channel. You could. Oh, she couldn't super chat her because she doesn't have a. She doesn't have a. She's not monetized. But like for me, if I ever were to get super chatted, like ever get monetized, which I'm not planning on doing ever, but if I did, I would want people to super chat at least 100 or more each time. And the first time I want 200 because you need 100 to even get a paycheck. And they take 50, well, whatever percent. They take quite a big. Give it to Dory. I don't want it, Black Eagle. I should gamble for people. You're right. See, that's why, but I need to go with them so that I can like go and give them half of my winnings because they're gonna front me the money to gamble with, and then I have to give them half of what I win and their money back. So, you think that's never happened before, Black Eagle? Trust me, it has. My daughter wants me to do that. I'm like, no, can't do this. I can't do that with the family jewels. No way. You know how they'd have to trust me. They'd have to like. It's kind of like the whole thing with Diane's channel. Like I can't advertise and say, if you super chat me, I'll take 50% of that and go to the casino and give you a return on that. No, I can't do that. And then everyone's gonna get mad at me, and people like Stellar are gonna say, "Oh, we have proof from the casino that she owes the public this much money because this is how much she spent at the casino and didn't pay people, or won at the casino and I didn't pay." Can you imagine? There'd be people following me with cameras around the casinos, checking to see how much money I'm actually making. Supplement my granny check. If I lived in a state that have, well, I do, I do. I live in a state, they have gambling here. It's complicated, okay? Just try to understand. Gambling is not, I mean, it's not for the faint-hearted. You need one of those checks. You need to live long enough to get one, first of all. So you got like 8 more years to get the full amount of Social Security. Where can you get a check? I don't know, for Still America after. When's the next election? Get a granny check. You don't have any grandkids yet, do you? I don't think so, right? Oh, you do? Fantastic then. I didn't know that. Wonderful. It's weird, my they don't look like you? No, mine don't look like me either. One of my grandkids is Mexican and the other one's black, so how much do you think they look like a little white lady? Not much. Just saying. I I don't understand why my phone is telling me that I'm not live anymore, but I am. I'm still live. Weird. Guess who just went live? Anybody? Can you guess? Yeah. Yeah, my grandkids don't look like me at all. But actually, but they do. There's some things about me that are very specific to me that nobody else can have, and they both have that. But it's not a it's not a prominent it's not prominent. It's not like they have my eye color or anything like that. Oh, you're going on a lunch date? Well, that's nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Myself, I'm probably gonna just I don't know. It was good to see you. I kinda missed you. Oh, it's your twin's birthday? That's cool. You're turning 40? You weren't that young. They were the youngest, right? 26. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm probably gonna go too because, people are a little well, maybe not right away, but people are a little bored with me because I refuse to fall onto the drama train. Not doing it. Not in I'm not it's not that I don't like drama. I do. I like the drama. It's just that so many people are being used as fodder. I don't like it when that starts happening, and don't it's not enjoyable to listen to. Just saying. Oh, pish, posh, posh. Okay, posh, posh. Wonderfully posh. So yeah, the drama is fine, but if people start using the same person, like they're, you know, whatever. I'm not into that. It's not cool at all. And I don't understand these people who think it's okay, to just say, go after this one person over and over again, relentlessly, saying they're responding, which they might be responding. It's still not okay. Like people that aren't even, I don't know, it all just seems really weird to me. These people in this little neighbor neck of the woods seem a little strange. They can't seem to quite get together what acceptable behavior is in real life. Yeah, I'm not saying it. I wouldn't say it. That's just one of the people that get dragged on the daily by somebody. Just I don't know why. It's just do people really think that that's interesting conversation? I don't think so. Not to me, it isn't. Okay, ciao. Enjoy. So, yeah, everyone knows that I like this format for one particular thing, and that's mm, uh, Black Eagles, just some more than others, and I know you're one of the ones that they pick on quite a lot. I'm actually even though people do talk about me, I don't get picked on that much. It's not a big deal for me. It really isn't. So, there's that. But, like, certain people, I don't know, just doesn't make sense to me why people wanna talk about them, and, uh, sure, I mean, nobody said anyone has to have facts, actual facts about it. Even confessions don't hold under the court of law, just saying, you know? But yeah, like, Stellar, like, went to Diane's channel, like, he knew exactly how much she's keeping and spending and doing but no, he doesn't know. He doesn't know anything. That's why I don't like him, is because he was one of those people that claimed to have facts, and he didn't have any facts. So don't even start with that with me, okay? Why would it why would I accuse anybody of some financial problems that don't exist? Oh, Stellar? His channel's called Stellar 911. He, like I guess he's talks about religion a lot, but he claimed to have he made this claim that he knew what happened to Stellar was, I guess he lent some money to, this guy. I think he was in Boyd. I'm not sure. He was a Canadian, though, I remember that, and a lot of people were watching him. He was an older gentleman, probably on Social Security, and he was like, I don't know, Stellar lent him a bunch of money, like 15 grand or something like that. Like, who does that? And then wants the money back? Like, why would anyone give that kind of money back to someone on the internet, and they live in a different country? So, he got hurt, and he thought he was, like, gonna be Captain Save save a person about Diane saying, "Diane took money from children." No, none of that happened. Diane donated money to St. Jude. Who cares? It should never have been a thing, but he went on and on like he had facts. Like, who cares? Nobody cared. He went on and on and on. That's how he built his channel. A lot of people do stuff like that. Just find it like very distasteful. And I was very offended that somebody of the cloth, so-called cloth, would go after someone's finances. Whether she's got more money than he does, doesn't matter. Who cares? It's not our business. There's all these things that are not anyone's business. Don't talk about people's finances. Don't talk about their super chats. Don't talk about unless you're trying to help. And that person, like if somebody's child gets lost and they're an alcoholic, don't go after them. You don't know what happened. That's an easy mark. That's why true crime sucks. Because people will go on for years about people. Anyway, like I said, Hannah, it's not a good look. It's okay to gossip if that person is allowed to be entertained in the audience or on the panel. But if you're not allowing them to be in your chat and you still talking about them, no, not cool at all. Bad idea. I guess I've seen a lot of that in the last few weeks when I haven't been having panels, and I haven't been having panels because people don't know how to behave in public. So if they come on my panel and behave the way they do on YouTube, which is what they think they're doing, but my channel happens to be public, so anyone can look at it. I'm just saying. When you say, "Oh, well, lots of people do it," not everyone gets reported to YouTube for having hate speech. I would never report anyone, but if they don't like you, or even if they could be the people that are doing the most hate speech can be reporting people that do one thing, or that happens one time on their channel, like Carrie. Someone could report her channel and she could lose her channel just because there's somebody that says it all the time and wants to laugh about somebody that it happens to them once and they're against it, but they get to lose their channel. I mean, just that's how people are around here. It's not cool. Don't care. I don't report people. I don't want people to lose their channels. I'm I don't want anyone to lose their channels. I see when that stuff is happening, those people see everyone as competition. Well, if I get rid of all these people, if these people start pretending that they don't exist, you know, or stop live streaming, then that means more what? More money for you? You're not making money anyway, so why do you care? And I'm not making money, so whose money? Like, why would you go after somebody like me? It's out of just you're not a nice person. That's why you like to see people. Nobody's squirming over here. Okay, stop with your nutty behavior. It's too weird for me. That's why I think that's why Wendy V calls those people orbiters. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of stuff, a lot of same olds, a lot of new stuff. But JLR apparently is in some trouble with the law because he apparently hurt a female, and that's what they were talking about over on Molly's channel. So if you want to go check it out, check her last live out with Jay for Justice. Jay is for Justice. Molly and Jay both make tons of money on YouTube, but I don't care. They can have all the money. I don't care, even though they're notorious and they're not nice people necessarily. Let them have money because that's what they're there for. That's their life. I mean, Molly even let Carla up on her channel. Like Carla was ever going to make any money. It's so funny. And remember Voice for the Voiceless? What happened to her? Anyway, nobody knows. I guess I should quit. People are bored today. Talk